What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. My name is Hunter64 and today we have a different kind of video because if you guys don't know, my friend John McLucas, he's another fellow music producer. He basically started this whole challenge called the Infinite Melody Challenge. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Basically what he did was he gave us 3 chord progressions and we chose whichever one we wanted to use, and then we were just supposed to pick a melody out of it. And of course, because I'm an extremist and I don't follow rules, I made an entire song. If you guys don't really care about like my little explanation, then you can go ahead and skip over to this part of the video. Is everyone here who wants to be here? Good. First thing I did was I chose a progression, and I chose progression 3. Progression 3 sounds a lot like this. And of course, it doesn't sound that he like played it on a synth. I just moved it to a piano roll. But so I noticed that it already had a melody to it, and the whole point of the challenge is to create your own melody. So I actually took to messaging him to see if I could get some clarification on the rules. Hey, I went through the samples and I definitely think that sample 3 is going to be my inspiration. I read in the rules that you didn't want the chords changed, but in sample 3 the chords are arpeggiated and it already makes it sound like there's a melody implied. I want to condense the arpeggios and turn those into bass chords, but I didn't want to break the rules. Is that alright if I do that? To which he replied,
absolutely, you can do that. I just want to arpeggiate them to provide a little variation in what people are creating or getting inspired by. Up to you how you want to interpret it. You can play the chords on piano or even build out a bunch of beats that use chords.
and to which I did. The first thing I did was I laid it out on a piano and then I actually lined up all the notes, so I'm going to do that really quickly. And so if you actually look at my piano roll here, you will start to notice that there are certain groupings together that line up and form the chords. So basically what I did was I got rid of all those extra little higher notes that were the implied melody, so it made it look a lot like this. And so with this, as you can see, there's now a chord shape. So the chords are forming. And so basically, if you look at these, if you don't know how to read piano, basically this here is an F, this here is a C, and this here is an E. So the thing I noticed was that the C and E is present across every single chord, and the only thing that's really changing is the bass. So the bass is changing from this here, F again, going down to a D, going down to the C, and then going down to an A sharp, which I thought was pretty interesting. And so basically what I did was I took that progression with those chords and then I moved them over to guitar. The chords were F, C, E, then D, C, E, then C, 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 E, and then A sharp, C, E. So the chords look like this on guitar. So the first one was F, C, E, which goes like this. Then you change the bass, so now it's D, C, E. Then you change it to its C, C, E. And then finally you go down to the A sharp, which is way down here for me, and A sharp, C, E. So essentially, these were my chords. Thing was, I had to switch over to 7-string because it has that low A. And I actually need that low A because normally I play 6-string, but my lowest 6-string is drop C, so it was not low enough to play in the key that he wanted. And of course, we're making metal. Yeah. I know that he said keep the chords consistent throughout the song, so there were a couple parts where I did break that rule, and I'm sorry if that disqualifies me. For the most part, I am playing the chords, I'm just moving them around different instruments. In the intro, I'm doing a melody. So technically I'm playing this chord. I'm doing, but I'm doing a melody that goes like, And so for my intro, I'm basically combining those together, keeping the chords in the bass, playing the melody on the right hand, and then so on and so forth as I keep moving. So I just wanted to make that quick little synopsis just to explain my thinking and like how I came to this conclusion and everything. I will be making a behind the scenes video, basically like literally me from starting, basically watching the video for the first time all the way to the finished product. That might be out probably, I want to say, in about a week or so. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you, John, for sure, because this was definitely needed for me. I needed an outlet to stretch my creativity. And if you guys don't already follow him, go ahead and give him a like and subscribe a little, Please enjoy Atlas.